of our viewers recognize you from Breaking Bad and Under the Dome most recently, but now you're playing Ben Franklin in Sons of Liberty on the History Channel. What can people expect to see this Sunday night when the 3-part miniseries airs? Yeah,
you know, you're going to see kind of a raw body version of the founding fathers that you might not have read about or learned about in your high school history class. It's really a kind of a real raucous look at our founding fathers and the start of our nation.
We have to talk about the Ben Franklin hair. Many people may not be aware, but you actually had golden flowing locks when you attended Clay High School in South Bend. Talk about the process of changing your appearance to become Ben Franklin. The costume, the hair.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. It was great wig makers, and it was neat to kind of get hair again, you know, back to my high school days. And the wardrobe as well. They created the look of that time, and they actually made the clothes, and of course the lovely bifocals were key to kind of finding the character. So it was cool and a lot of fun.
Get me Benjamin Franklin.
Is it true what they say about him?
I'm afraid so.
You want the right to not be at the whim of a king?
You're talking about a new country.
Let's see if we can sell this idea to anyone else.
Compare the Ben Franklin you were taught about with the Ben Franklin we're going to see in Sons of Liberty.
Yeah, well, you know, I didn't realize he was such a kind of fun-loving guy. I mean, he liked the ladies. He enjoyed a cocktail now and then, or more than now and then. And it was kind of interesting to see that he was this popular guy. He was like America's first pop star. People like lined up to see him when he came back from Europe, and they lined up to see him when he arrived in Paris. He was a real you know, popular, amazing guy, and he was never president. He was kind of the first you know, popular scientist, if you will, that America ever had.
Talk about the great cast, which features guys from great movies like Narnia, Lord of the Rings, and even E.T. Was it as intense in the miniseries behind the scenes, or did you guys get to have some fun?
It was a blast. All those guys were just great guys. You know, Ben Barnes, Rafe Spall, and a whole bunch of guys. Ryan Eggold. They were a whole bunch of a lot of fun to work with. We actually shot this over in Romania, if you can imagine that. They were able to build Boston and Philadelphia back in the 1700s. And so we were over there for a while and got to know each other, and it was really a good time.
Now shifting gears, I hear you're a Midwest guy who loves football and the Fighting Irish. You even went to high school with John Gruden. Can you do us a favor and break down this year's Super Bowl matchup between the Patriots and the Seahawks?
Well, obviously I wish it was the Colts and the Seahawks coming from Indiana, but I think that's going to be a great Super Bowl. I hope that it is. And what a couple of great quarterbacks to match up, so I can't wait to see it. We're
based in the San Francisco Bay Area. Have you ever been out here?
Oh yeah, I love San Francisco, other than the Giants because I'm a Dodger fan. But I love San Francisco.
Did you ever think how interesting it is that you're playing Ben Franklin since you went to high school where your sports team were called Colonials and your yearbook was called Minuteman?
Minuteman, you know what? You're the first person that brought that up. And now that I think about it, that's kind of crazy. But yeah.
Small world.
It is a small world.
Thank you, and Bay Area HQ wishes you the best of luck.
Thank you so much.